Hi everyone, welcome back to Stamp with Anna. Today I'm going to show you a variation of the double Z fold card that we made on Monday. On Monday, as a reminder, we made this one. And here is the first Z, which is your base. And here is your second Z, which is this thick panel that goes over that. Today's card is just a little different. You still have your Z, which is your base, but your second Z is this piece right here, this little strip on the bottom, and it just adds a different look to the card. So this one here is another birthday card, and let me find my notes with the dimensions of what we need. I have a piece of Melon Mambo cardstock, and this is cut 4 1/4 by 11. Then I have a piece of designer series paper that comes from the, I think it's called Pop of Pink. This is on the clearance rack, so if you want to get it, hop on and get it right now. It's on clearance for $5.20, and it's a great set. Every piece has a black side, and then it has pink on the other side, and the two colors coordinate so nicely together. And then you also get these two pieces that have like foil confetti and foil polka dots, and like I said, $5.20, and I think it regularly sold for $11, so I'd say hop on now and get it. $5.20. It's not going to last long, but anyway, so I have a piece of designer series paper, and I chose the black polka dots, and this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Then I have a piece of Whisper White, which is cut at 4 by 5. Then I have a strip of basic black, which is cut 1 by 11. And then another strip, this time I chose the pink polka dot because I thought it looked really cute with that one. And this one is cut at 10 1/4 by 3/4. So we're going to do a little bit of scoring first. Let me bring in my scoreboard. So, same measurements as last time. We're going to take the Melon Mambo, and we're going to score at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And while we have our scoreboard out, we're going to score our strip of basic black, and the same measurements, 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. And those were the same measurements as Monday's card as well. So just have to remember that one measurement. Okay, so here we have our Melon Mambo, and we're going to fold it over. Okay, easy enough so far. Now we're going to take our polka dot piece, which is 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to cut that at 2 1/2. Now it's not right in the center, and I'll show you why. You see, one piece is larger than the other. We're going to take the smaller piece and put it right on this outside panel with a little bit of snail. Center that up. Now we're going to take this larger piece and we're going to put it on this panel right here. Now, when you do that, you want to make sure that your lines meet so you have a straight seam, and you want to bring that over so that you have an equal border. So see, that looks seamless. All right, so far. Now what we're going to do is take our white piece, which is cut at 4 by 5, and we're going to cut that in half. So half of 5 is 2 1/2. And I'm going to take one of the halves, put some snail on it, And I'm going to put it in this panel right here. And again, I want to make sure that the top and the bottom lines line up so that it looks seamless. Okay. Now before we attach this one here, we're going to stamp on it. And what I'm going to use, I'm going to bring in my Pierce mat because it's a photopolymer stamp I'm using. I'm using the birthday banners, and I'm going to use this happy birthday right here. And I'm going to stamp that in basic black. I'm going to stamp that in basic black towards the top here. And the reason I'm doing it towards the top, not only can you sign around it, but you also are going to end up with this strip here, and you don't want it too far down because then the strip will hide your stamping. So now I'm going to put some snail on this, and when I attach this one, I want to butt it up to this side here. Okay. And there we go. Okay, so now the inside of our card is done. Now we're going to make our double Z. So we're going to bring in the strip of basic black that's cut at 1 by 11, and again, same measurements. Score at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. And we're going to fold to make a Z. Okay, now your tendency would be to do this, but you can't because then you would just have a strip. What you're going to do with this is you're going to turn it over, and it's going to go right here, and it goes right up to the edge because it is 11 cut. It is an 11-inch strip, which is the same as your card base. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach some snail on this front panel, and you do want to get it right up to the edge here because you want your strip to stay secure. And I'll put it right there and press. Now I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to put snail just on this last panel right here. I'll turn it this way so we can get a better. Okay. Now there it is folded. I'm going to take this card, this back panel, and I'm going to fold it over to meet that. That way I know it goes exactly where it needs to go. And there we go. When I turn it over, it's butted up nicely there, it's butted up nicely there, and it's all set. Now we need to cut the strips to make our border, to make our decorative piece right here. So we're going to bring in our polka dot piece, which is cut at 3 1/4, excuse me, which is cut at 3/4 by 10 1/4. So we're going to cut this at 2 1/2. We need 2 pieces that are 2 1/2. And then the last piece that's left over is going to be 5 1/4. See that? 5 1/4. Now we're going to attach those with some snail. This card really is very easy. It looks complicated, but once you break it down, it is really very easy. And we're going to mat that right inside that black panel. And again, you want to try to keep these lines straight. So the little one goes there, and this one goes here, again lining up on this side this time. I guess it didn't press. Okay, and now we're going to attach the long piece. And again, I'm lining this polka dot, this pink polka dot up with the white and black polka dot. There we go. Okay. Now I have to die cut my frames for my balloons. And for that, I'm using the Layering Ovals Framelits. And this is a great set. You get 15 ovals and scalloped ovals. And the way I have mine on a magnetic sheet. This is the one we're going to use here. I have all of my scalloped ones on this side, and then I turn it over, and I have all of my flat ones on this side. So these are the two I'm going to use. So I have a piece of scrap black and a piece of scrap Whisper White. I'm going to go run these through the Big Shot. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with my die cutting, and now I'm just going to mount the white one onto the black one. And it's a very small border. And now I'm going to mount this onto my card. And I'm going to put this right in the middle of this panel, so it is going to come onto the pink piece. Okay. Now I have the balloon punch, which is a great punch. It has a large balloon and a small balloon, and I need to punch out 4 balloons. And for that, I'm just going to use scrap paper. I want one in black, one in Melon Mambo, which is just such a great cheery color, one in Whisper White, and one in this pink polka dot. Now I'm just going to attach them. I chose not to pop dot these, but you certainly could. Put some dimensionals on them so that they stand up. I'm going to put the pink one right here, and then the pink polka dot one right next to it. And put the white one on this second Z right here. Being careful not to put get adhesive on the back, the top part of this, so it doesn't stick onto your card. And then a little bit of black, a black one right here. Okay, so now we need to make our strings, and the way I did that was I just used the basic black Stampin' Right marker, and I used the fine tip. It has a brush tip and a fine tip, and I used the fine tip, and I just freehanded 2 streamers. Now on the black one, I wanted to add a little bit of dimension, so I have a gel pen, and I'm just going to make this little accent right there. And there we have it. A nice, bright, cheery birthday card. Great for a teenager, great for a young at heart. I think it's just great. And here's where you could sign it, and it does lay flat, so you can write, or you can write a note there and sign it here. And again, this can be adapted to be so many different occasions. You could put, again, a teddy bear here to make it a little baby card. You could put bells here, make it a wedding card, or you could make it a Christmas card, a winter card. You could do so many different things with it. I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have any questions at all about how to make this double Z fold card or any of the products I've used, or if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you would like to have one, I would be happy to be that. So you can contact me through my blog at www.stampwithanna.blogspot.com. And I hope you join me again here on Friday for the last double Z fold card. Thanks so much. Have a great day.